Hello, my friend. I am Mel with Soulful, and welcome to today's Gentle Yoga Flow, where we are focusing on the beloved heart chakra. In my Reiki practice, I receive a lot of questions about the heart chakra, so I thought this was a beautiful practice to put together. Now, the heart chakra not only governs just the heart, but one of the other main organs that I want to focus on in today's discussion is the lungs. So we know that the heart chakra is associated with that self-love, obviously radiating compassion. It can also be with surrendering to the divine, whatever the divine is for you. But the other thing that comes up is grief. A lot of grief can be stored in this area due to the lungs. So let's kind of talk about some imbalances that people may experience if they have an imbalanced heart chakra. If you're not feeling really that self-love and compassion, if you find that yourself, you're getting angry, you're unable to really forgive, that could also be an imbalance. And it is important to remember that forgiveness is not really about the other person or the situation. Forgiveness is about you. Another imbalance that I find in my Reiki practice with clients is if they're starting to experience breathing trouble such as asthma, and medically they're not able to really diagnose any reason as to why all of a sudden these things are happening within the body. What I have found in my practice is people that are certainly experiencing these breathing problems usually have some underlying grief that they have not allowed their body to process. So in today's practice, my friend, I highly encourage you to really take down the shield. Let your guard down. Just surrender to this time of us really opening the chest today, opening that heart, and surrendering to the beautiful gifts that this practice will give you. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I am so happy you are here. And if you have not already, please subscribe and continue to support these free videos. If you've already subscribed to this channel, I am so happy that you are here and you have chosen to press play today for this practice. All right, my friend, let's go ahead and begin. If you're not already, find yourself in a seated position on those knees. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you're welcome to roll up a towel and place it under that seat, or you can also sit on a bolster. Now, I'm personally looking for a little more stretching in my feet today, so I'm going to tuck those toes underneath and have a seat on those heels. Now let's go ahead and sit well and really think about that string pulling out of the crown of your head. I want you to focus on a nice, tall, long spine. Maybe you even choose to squeeze those mula bandhas, that pelvic floor, and activate those lower chakras here as well. Let's start by placing the hands on the heart. Relax the shoulders and gently close the eyes. Maybe you need some cleansing breaths. Maybe you just need to take a moment to pause. And maybe you start to feel some energy flow in this heart chakra, the center of the chest. Maybe you even see the color green in your mind's eye. And if it feels right for you, you can begin to connect with that strong, victorious, audible breath, known as the Ujjayi breath, where you inhale and exhale through the nose, create space in the back of the throat, and the breath may sound like the waves of the ocean. Throughout this practice, my friend, take any cleansing breaths that you need. And as we open this heart together today, if you feel the emotions begin to arise, please let them flow. Whenever you are ready, bring in your intention or affirmation for this practice. Don't overthink it. Just take in whatever was the first instinctual thought that is likely what you need today. And remembering every time you visit this practice, that intention will likely be different. And on your next deep inhalation, seal in your intention or affirmation. One more breath. And beautiful. When you're ready, gently open the eyes. If you're on those toes, just as I am, you can come into a tabletop position and gently tap those out. You may be feeling a little pinchy there, that's normal. And find a seat back on those heels whenever you're ready. We're now going to focus on a gentle heart opener to really start to open the chest. So when you're ready, let's walk those hands back. Fingertips point back towards the seat. If you need to use a block or blocks close by, you are more than welcome. And just start to shift the pelvis back and really feel the sternum and the heart open up towards the sky. If it's accessible, yogi, drop the head back and really feel those scales muscles in the front of the neck open. And if dropping the head back is not suitable today, just keep that neutral spine. Take a few breaths here. We will be staying in each asana for a few breaths, really savoring these moments. Whatever you need, this is your time, your practice. And when you're ready, gently release and bring it to a tabletop position. Bringing those wrists underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Find that strong yogi grip into the mat and neutral spine. Here we go. Inhale, drop the navel down to the earth. Exhale, press the earth away as you round through the spine. No rush, let your breath guide you. Inhale, drop the navel for that cow. Exhale, contract through the shoulders, really enjoying this cat. Inhale, feeling that beautiful extension of the spine. That one felt good. Exhale, round through the back, feeling that flexion. Let's do one more here again, allowing your breath to guide you, not me. You are in charge of your body, your breath, and every posture. Excellent. Meet me in that tabletop position again. Left arm stays down on the earth. Inhale, reach that right arm up, opening that right side body towards the top here and just hold. Now, if it's accessible, you can take that right hand to that low back or take that bind behind you. Now on your next inhale, create that space and then exhale, rotate open that right rib cage towards the sky a little more. Beautiful. Each exhale opens you a little deeper. And let's release. Arm comes back up and bring it back down center. Keep that right palm down. Inhale, reach up. Now rotating open towards the left side. Feel the fingertips reaching up towards the sky. Now this may be your stopping point, or you can choose again to join me by placing that left hand on that low back or going for that bind. Beautiful. Inhale, create that space. Exhale, twist open a little deeper. Now, if you are pregnant, please be gentle on the twist and make the modifications that you need to suit you. One more breath here, yogi. That drishti, that gaze can be up at the sky or down towards the earth if you feel tension in your neck. Inhale, reach that left arm up if it was bent. Exhale, rotate back towards the earth. Beautiful job. Let's take it back into that child's pose. The feet are together, knees are wide. Extend those fingertips towards the top of the mat. Now you can bring that forehead down to the earth, or you can also choose to have that block nearby and place that forehead on the block if that's what you need today. Focusing that heart energy, shining towards the earth. When I'm in child's pose, I like to think about, on my inhale, bringing in Mother Earth's nutrients and love into the heart, and allowing that to penetrate to every cell of my body. We know that Mother Earth is very healing. Nature is healing. So when I feel that I'm needing some healing in the heart, especially if something's weighing heavy there, I like to focus on that. Maybe you choose this as well. One more breath here. Beautiful. Walk those hands into that tabletop position again. Let's tuck those toes underneath and take it back to that down dog, Ardha Svanasana. Take a moment, gently walk the dog, pedal the hips, whatever you like to call that. Just really start to feel the lengthening happening in the hips. The hips can also store a lot of emotions. So in these postures today, you may notice some of these hip openers may create those emotions to flow along with the support of these heart openers. Strong yogi grip into the mat. Go ahead and find that center, pressing the heels down towards the earth. Maybe they touch, maybe they never do. That is A-okay. Hips are lifting up and back. Ground into that right hand and take that left hand on the outside of that right shin and rotate open underneath that right armpit. Bend those knees if you need to. Good work. And bring it back center. Ground into that left hand now. Take that right hand across the body and a hold of that left shin and rotate open towards the left side. The other thing I encourage you to do here, yogi, in your practice today is focus on each side of the body and how each posture feels different with each side. Always having that body awareness is so important. And let's bring it back center. Bring it into a high plank and just hold, connecting with that core as well. Remembering everything is always connected, so that's what's so important, to connect the breath with the body. Let's lower down to the knees, untuck the toes, exhale, elbows staying towards the rib cage, lower yourself down. Going into Sphinx pose here, bring your forearms out in front of you a little bit and place them flat on the floor. Notice I have a 90-degree angle where my shoulder is in line with the elbow. Press the toenails down into the earth, squeeze the thighs, and inhale, lift yourself up. Feel those hip bones pressing into the earth. And think about your sternum and that heart chakra shining up towards the sky. Take a few breaths here, keeping the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. You may even notice the adduction of the scapula here in the back. How are you feeling? You look great. Keep going, keep breathing. Beautiful. One more breath here, my friend. And gently lower the body down to the earth. Palms come down and underneath those shoulders, tuck the toes underneath and press it back to that down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. This time, ground into that left foot. Sweep that right foot back, 3-point down dog. Exhale, chin, knee to nose. Plant that right foot. Lower that left knee, untuck the left toe. Inhale, reach up. Low crescent lunge. Just hold. One more breath. On your next exhale, open up the chest, pulling down like you're in a lat machine at the gym, goddess arms. 2 more. Inhale, come up, squeeze the thighs. Exhale, open up. Some may know this is cactus arms. 1 more. Inhale, reach up, take your time. Exhale, open up. Really feeling that heart energy shine forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame that right foot, tuck the left toe underneath, come up into runner's lunge. Walk the left hand on the inside of that right thigh. Create a pressure cooker sensation with that right tricep to that right thigh, grounding in that right hand. Inhale, rotate open towards the left side. Runner's lunge twist. Now, if being on the toe here is too much, please come down to the knee. If you also need to use a block here to create a little more space, please do. If you're pregnant, please be mindful of the twisting. Great job. 1 more breath. Inhale, create space. Exhale, bring it back center. Tuck the toes underneath on the left side. Inhale, we're reaching up, high crescent lunge. Excellent. This time, yogi, take the bind behind you. Maybe you choose to clasp the fingers. Maybe you choose to take the bind with those forearms. Keeping that 90-degree angle in that right thigh, in that right knee to right ankle, squeezing that left thigh. If you're really deepening that bind, think about taking the knuckles down to the floor, really feeling that chest open. We do so much texting and typing and computer work. This is another beautiful one to open all of that up. 1 more breath. And step up into that mountain pose at the top of the mat. Grounding in that right foot. Reach back behind you with that left palm. Lift that left foot and take a hold of the inside of that left leg. Reach that right arm up. Squeezing that right thigh, keeping the hips pointed forward. Dancer. Start to hinge forward, kicking the foot back. And squeeze and hold. Using a chair, using anything close by. Ooh, I'm losing my own balance today. If you fall out of it, good news, you're doing yoga. Just take your time and get right back in it. Keep kicking with that left foot. 1 more breath. And gently come up. And release. Going into that yogi squat, step out to the side or stay at the top of the mat if you need to. Bend the knees and take that coccyx bone down to the earth. Now, sometimes I find yogi squat is difficult for others, so you're welcome to roll up a towel and place it underneath those heels. Do whatever is accessible for you here. Maybe you need some blocks to hold on to. But the goal is to have that sacrum, the bottom of the tailbone, right on top of the coccyx, pointing straight and true down to the earth. So, you can choose to stay here or join me in those twists. Let's begin by that right hand coming down to the earth, and then inhale, let's reach up, opening that left side body. Fingertips are reaching up towards the sky. Now, yogi, you can stay here, or you can take that bind by wrapping that left arm behind you, and maybe it takes a hold of that right arm, maybe it just stays in that hip crease. Again, if you are pregnant, be mindful here and not over twisting. Or maybe you just stay center with that yogi squat. That drishti can be up or looking down towards the earth. One more breath. If you had that bind, reach up. And exhale, come back center, switch sides. Left palm comes down to the earth. Inhale, reach up, rotate open towards that right side body. Oh, I just saw a burst of green when I closed my eyes. I must be loving this. And take that bind if you wish today. Again, yogi, honoring whatever you need. Opening these hips here, maybe bringing up some emotions for you. If you do any inner child work, working with the hips and the heart chakra can certainly bring some of that up for you as well. One more breath. Inhale, reach that arm up if you had the bind. Exhale, come back center. Take a moment here, place the hands on the heart, close the eyes, and remembering your intention or your affirmation for this practice. Sealing it in once more with that inhalation. And when you're ready, let's press down on the feet, reach up strong, and mountain pose back to the top of the mat. Take a moment, take a breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees if you need to, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back, high plank hold. Take your option for vinyasa, either that cobra or that up dog. You can stay with me. Meet me at that down dog in your exhale, whenever that is for you. Take that cleansing breath if you need it here. Grounding into that right foot. Sweep that left foot back now for that 3-point down dog. Exhale, chin, knee to nose. Plant that left foot, lower that right knee, untuck that right toe. You know it. Inhale, reach up. Low lunge. Exhale, when you're ready, lat pull down, opening that chest. Inhale, reach up. This time, when you open the chest, goddess arms. Exhale, notice how you feel different compared to when you started on the other side. Inhale, reach up once more. Keep the core tight, squeeze the thighs. Exhale, open up. Beautiful job. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, frame that left foot. Tuck the right toes underneath. Come up to runner's lunge if it's accessible. Left hand comes on the inside of that left thigh, creating that pressure cooker sensation. Inhale, rotate open. Beautiful, just hold. Again, take your options. Maybe you stay down here. Maybe use a block today. That's okay. This practice is your practice, so do what you need. One more breath. Oh, this feels so good. And let's bring it back down. Frame that left foot. Here we go. Press that up if you have that knee lowered. Inhale, reach up. High crescent lunge. Squeeze the thighs. Take your binding option, whether it is the full bind here with the knuckles clasped. Maybe it is your bind on those forearms. Or if you're familiar with reverse namaskar hands, you're welcome to do those. Honoring what you need here, keeping that left knee in line with that ankle. Each inhale, creating that space. Each exhale, taking that bind deeper towards the floor, really opening that chest. Don't overstretch here. Just enjoy the sensations. Feeling the heat, the top is building. One more breath, you've got it. And come up into that mountain pose at the top of the mat. Grounding now into that left foot. Take that right arm back behind you. Bend that right foot. Take a hold of the inside of that right foot. Left arm comes up. Hips and everything. Square forward. Here we go. Dancer. Hinge the body forward. Grounding into that right foot. Bend that left knee if you need to. Ideally, keep it straight. Squeezing that left thigh. You're kicking that right foot away from you. Really feel that chest opening, happening. Beautiful job. One more breath. And gently come up and release. Mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank hold. Take your vinyasa, cobra or up dog. Totally your choice, whenever you're ready. Meet me in that down dog. Beautiful. Look forward, lower to the knees, and let's gently roll over on our backs. We're slowing down this practice. Going to do a few bridges here. All right, gently roll down one vertebrae at a time. Okay, bring those palms by your side and keep those heels kind of close to that glute. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect the breath with these heart openers. So as we inhale, we're pressing in the heels, lifting the glutes up off of the mat and arms come back. Exhale, lower down. You go at your pace here with your breath. Here we go. Inhale, press up, reach over the head. Exhale, lower down. This is not a race. Take your time. Inhale, reach, squeezing the thighs. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift as you squeeze the thighs. Squeeze them in towards the midline. Don't let them splay open. Exhale, lower down. Two more. Your pace here. Remembering this is about you. Protecting the cervical part of the spine. And release back down to the earth. Now this time we're going to take a bind and really focus on opening that chest one more time. So you can bring the hands underneath the glutes once we lift up on the bridge. All right, here we go. Press up into the bridge. Option to stay here and just squeeze. Or if you want to take it a little deeper with that bind, walk the shoulders underneath you. You'll feel a little crevice there in between the shoulder blades and take that bind. Oh, this feels so good today. Just take a few breaths here, yogi. Feeling the lungs expand, the diaphragm, connecting with each breath. Again, be mindful of the neck here, not creating any tension. And gently lower back down. All right, when you're ready, roll over onto the tummy, ever so gently. Good job. Now, we're going to take that right arm out to the side, and I want you to use your left arm to lift you up, open towards the left side. Now, you can stay here, or you can bend that left knee, walk that left foot behind you, really deepening the stretch here in the shoulder and opening you up towards the sky. Think about that left rib cage rotating open here. Just breathe. Remembering this heart chakra governs the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Enjoying this nice shoulder stretch here. And let's gently roll it back down to the earth. Slowly come out. Be mindful of that low back, especially if you have sacrum issues. Maybe you don't take that as deep. Right arm comes in, left arm comes out to the side. Here we go. Press down into that right hand, roll open towards the right side. Bending that right knee, taking that right foot behind you if it's accessible, and opening that beautiful deep stretch here in the left shoulder. Again, if you're pregnant, especially depending on what trimester you're in, I would skip this asana. One more breath. And gently roll it back down to the earth. Now, my friend, we will enjoy that well-deserved asana, or savasana. You can choose to lie down on your back or join me in a seated position. Wherever you decide to go for your savasana, I encourage you to place the hands on the heart. Let's close the eyes. Savasana. You may stay here, yogi, as long as you wish. Or join me in a seated position. The eyes can remain closed, or you may open them. If you already don't have your hands over the heart, please join me in doing so. Notice how you feel after this practice compared to when you started. Were there any emotions, any thoughts that came up for you during today's practice? If so, I highly encourage you to journal those, and if nothing came up and you just were enjoying moving your body, that's okay too. Remember, my friend, you are a beautiful, unique soul with your own unique gifts that you share with this world. I hope that you continue to shine your light with others, continue to spread love, kindness, and compassion. Let's go ahead and bring those thumbs to the third eye. Thank you for sharing this time with me. and continuing to show the world that we are kind. The yogi in me honors the yogi in you. I bow to you and namaste. Thank you again so much for joining me for this Heart Chakra Gentle Yoga Flow. If you are really enjoying these, please make sure you give that thumbs up, leave in the comments below, and please subscribe and share this flow with others. Again, I am Mel with Soulful. If you have any questions whatsoever, reach out. And I look forward to flowing with you again so soon.